And good morning again, everyone. Welcome to another Wellness Wednesday tip coming to you live from Edgar Cayce's A.R.E. I am Dr. J.P Amonte here to talk about hypnosis. So thank you to Allison and your requests. So if any of you do have specific requests you would like to see with regards to the readings, please type it in the comments, let me know. So this morning's all about hypnosis, self-hypnosis, and the power of suggestion. Now there's lots of research on the power of thought, the power of using positive affirmations. In fact, the very first Edgar Cayce reading was on himself, and he treated a vocal problem using the power of suggestion. And so here at the A.R.E. Health Center, we have some of the best hypnotherapists to help you with past life regression, to help you treat any behaviors, change and shift anything in your life. So there's a lot of things you can do. So first of all, the word hypnosis itself usually is a misnomer, meaning most people think it means sleep, but in fact, you're not really asleep at all. In fact, what hypnosis allows you to do is to set your conscious mind aside just enough to access the subconscious and the deeper parts of your mind and yourself. You see, when you study brain waves, you see that you have alpha, beta, theta, and delta, those deep brain waves when you go to sleep. And so hypnosis is trying to access mostly this theta brain wave that can literally get into the underlying patterns of who you are and why you do things. And so if you're looking to change habits of cigarette smoking or weight loss, or really anything in terms of shifting a behavioral pattern around, hypnosis is really effective for that. So typically in most sessions, what you're trying to do is identify, number one, any specific behavior, and number two, any emotional connection to it, and then looking at creating a new pattern, right? And so essentially, when you go in for a session, the therapist will do a background in terms of like an interview, looking at specific goals that you have. So if you ever want to try self-hypnosis, it can be very effective. I highly recommend trying self-hypnosis meditation tapes. We have many here featuring John Van Auken, and of course our leading expert is Peter Woodbury. So if you're interested in learning more about past life regression, learning about hypnosis, and actually becoming a certified hypnotherapy instructor and hypnotherapist, you can check out Peter Woodbury's seminars as they offer here out of Edgar Cayce's A.R.E. And so the therapist will do a thorough background and an interview. And then oftentimes the session begins with an induction. And so there's several inductions that work really well. You can use progressive relaxation. You can use ones where it's visual imagery. You can even use breath work. And breath work training is a very good way to access some of these deeper parts of the mind. For example, like the Wim Hof method is very effective too. So if you're doing therapeutic hypnosis or self-hypnosis, you want to start off with some kind of induction. That is to try to get the whole body to relax, get the mind to focus and still. And those of you who practice regular meditation, you'll find that your hypnosis sections often become much more effective. Now, after the induction, the next phase usually gets into what we call deepening techniques, where you can use things like opening and closing your eyes, imagining as if you're relaxing deeply, or like as if you're drifting off to sleep. And then oftentimes at that point, the therapist or even self-hypnosis sessions, then you go into the actual suggestions. And so you can simply think about suggestions as repeated affirmations, right? And so you can begin, I am very warm, very relaxed. I am very comfortable. I am at peace, right? And so if you're trying to target a specific behavior or even doing a regression, you can even use that suggestion to kind of guide the mind into whatever it is you would like insights or like to see. And so when you give the suggestions, oftentimes at the end you'll slowly bring the person back out with a simple suggestion of now slowly waking, feeling refreshed, normal, remembering your experience, and coming back into the room. And so when you're looking at studying hypnosis or even doing self-hypnosis, you can even record your own voice, right? And so you could record your own audio and play it back to yourself as you're going to sleep or anytime that you have a nice quiet space. So first you want to find a very comfortable, relaxed chair, nice quiet space. You can practice recording your voice. You can listen to pre-recorded meditations or self-hypnosis. And again, you want to focus on number one, what is it that you're trying to achieve? And try to be very, very specific and clear about your goals whenever you're doing hypnosis. Then you want to look at any underlying emotional connections, and then any behavior pattern or what you would like to substitute instead. So you could even do this for healing, right? So self-hypnosis is very effective technique, often recommended to guide any healing process. Because if you're going to approach the body holistically, right, you got to approach the body, the mind, and the spirit. And one of the best ways to treat and heal the mind is using hypnosis. So the A.R.E Health Center is open Thursday through Sundays. So again, we have some of the best professionals here. So if you want to try a regression or any hypnosis session, come on down. Our phone number is 757-457-7202. You can also check out our other resources on the website of edgarcayce.org, and we have training seminars and all kinds of certifications for any of you interested in hypnosis. All right, everyone. So when you're going through it, remember that it's not sleep. In fact, what many of you will find is, like in certain states of meditation, your mind actually becomes very hyper-aware and very sensitive. So again, it's just practicing gently setting aside the conscious mind to access that deeper part of your mind, that deeper part of yourself. And when you can do that, you can start to hack into your own programming. You can change your own thought patterns. You can change your own behaviors to whatever it is that you would like to achieve. All right, so be well, everyone. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.